So part 2 of the skateboard trucks that we're building is the hangar, I think it's called. This was the most challenging bit out of the parts to build. We had some really tricky work planes to try and develop and create. So we'll see if we can describe how we've produced those as we're going along throughout this. Probably just split this video up into a couple of parts again to try and spread it out, but we'll see how we go. Alright, let's jump in here and have a look. So jump on our data panel, open up our skateboard project, open up the hangar. Alright, so you can see that we've got quite a few things going on here. There's lots of fillets. We've got a loft going on. We've got a rib going down there with fillets on that rib. So we've got a fair bit of work there that's going on. Alright, let's see if we can try and break this down a little bit. Hopefully I've got this right. I actually haven't tested this in the other parts, but hopefully we've got it right. Alright, so let's wind back the clock to the start of their timeline. First thing was to produce a sketch. Whoops. I'll just jump. Okay. So our sketch, it looks like that. I did that on the YZ plane. So I'm not sure whether that really matters, but we'll go from that. Again, trying to use your origin point as a reference here. So we've got what is called a construction line, which you can pick up over here on the sketch palette. So construction line up from the origin point. It's 20 millimeters long. You can see the angles there of 110 between that one and a horizontal line at 18.5. Another one on an angle that's 15 long at 110, so you can place your angles in there. So draw those 3 lines to start with. From those, we've then got a circle that we've put out here. The circle has a diameter of 18 or a radius of 9. We've done a spline going from that across to a point out here, which was just a start point. We've got a radius out there of 2, so you could put a circle out there with a diameter of 4 and then a tangent off that. So these are tangent constraints here. So tangents off of those. That line there is just perpendicular to the edge of that line. So you can just draw a rough line that's going across. There's no measurement on there. We can put one on there, see what it looks like. So it's about 28.79, so it's just perpendicular to this line here. Originally this line here also was just a straight up line, and then these corners, it was a hard corner, and then we would just put the fillets in afterwards. So pop those in there, again tangents on those, and go from there. Alright, once we've done our sketch, I'm going to go finish sketch, move to our next stage. We're going to add in a work plane, so this should be plane 1. And I'll put those in there. Let's see. So that work plane is off to the side. You can see it's off. It's still on the YZ, but it's an offset plane, so we've gone to construct offset plane, and we've offset that. The distance that we've done our offset plane, if I go to edit feature, is 64 millimeters, and then we're going to do one again 64 millimeters on the other side. So you should have 2 now, 1, 2, and then on those planes we're going to they're going to be the ends of those trucks where the axles are going to go in. So that's the 2 endpoints there, and we're going to eventually loft between these 3 sketches. So there's 2 more sketches to come. If we turn this sketch here on, whoops. So we've drawn a sketch on there. That sketch is, let's have a quick look, 18 millimeters, and you can see that 18 mil, the center point of that circle lines up with the center point on that we did in the original middle sketch. So that point there is lining up with that point there, and that'll also line up with the one that's going to be on this side. So 18 mil circle on that one. They're going to do the same on the next plane over. So that now gives us 3 sketches to look at. Okay, moving along. We did a sketch here. What's on this one? So this is our spline. So we've used the spline tool, and we've drawn from the edge of this circle across to the point on the front there, and across there. It does looking like that. It does look like it's out of, not quite symmetrical for some reason. 10 mils to the first point, and 10 mils to a point that's there. It's not quite even. There we go. Okay, hit finish sketch. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to then create a plane. Now this plane was a bit tricky. So this plane here is 1 through 3 points. So I've done. So if I've got construct and I've got plane through 3 points, so this is the one I've used here. And let's see if I can work this out. Edit feature. So the 3 vertices I've chosen to create that plane are 1, 2, and 3, I think it was. So you can see that that plane lines up with those 3 points, point on the front and the 2 on the ends of the product. Go OK. We're going to do another sketch again. So let's look back there. So this sketch, I'm not quite sure what I've done actually. Let's go edit sketch to have a look. I think it's just to fix up the spline maybe. Oh, it was too. So I've got 2 lines there. So the original spline didn't marry up, so I had to do a second one, I think. I think that's what it was. So let's have a look. Got that one. That spline there, sketch 4. I think I'll get rid of that. Anyway, we go to the next point on, and we have a loft. And you can see that it was sketch 4, I think, which is one of these sketches here. I actually end up not using that sketch for our shape. So if we go to the next one across, we go edit feature. So this is a loft, which you get from the create tool, loft, and then you pick your shape. So if we go to loft, let's go edit feature. Now this also took me a bit of a while to work this out. So we're basically lofting from each of the 3 profiles that we've got. 1, profile 2, profile 3. When you select the end profiles 1 and 3, you'll need to change it from being connected to a direction on there. Once you change it to a direction, these options of a takeoff weight, takeoff angle will come up, and you can change it. You need to. I found my measurements were slightly different to the video that I was watching, so I've changed mine to takeoff weight of 2. What that does is it sort of gradually changes the angle inside of here. Now if I hide these sketches for a second, oops, where they gone? Let's turn them off. If I was to change the takeoff weight here, you will see the form change. So you don't get a sort of a gradual curve in, it will just go straight away. Whereas when you change that back out again, you'll get a bit more of a gradual curve into it. So that's what we're trying to do. So that's what I did. So once you've done that, go OK, and that'll give you a form that looks like this. And we might stop there for this video because it's about 10 minutes. Get to that point there, and then we'll go for the next couple of steps after we've done the loft.